the power of good deeds has no bounds, particularly in societies where the internet and social media dominate. Dan Mace, a South African filmmaker, noted this for his creative spirit and unbounded compassion. Recently collaborated with Mr. Beast, the YouTube star, dubbed the world's most followed person. Now, they joined forces to raise almost 10 million rand to renovate an orphanage and bring home to Bephumile Children's Home. To unpack this further, we're joined by Executive Director at Beast Philanthropy, Darren Maragalius. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Darren. And maybe just give us a sense of why it was so important to be a part of this project and to refurbish the orphanage that you have chosen to do.
When we first heard about the orphanage, we're looking for a project to do in South Africa. I was born in South Africa, and when we heard about this orphanage, I was told that there was asbestos roofing over there, and I thought it was unconscionable to allow these young children to be exposed to the asbestos. But when we went to visit the facility and I saw, in what dire condition it was an easy decision for us. Like, I would not leave kids in those circumstances.
And what were some of the challenges you think you faced when it came to providing the kids with a better living space, but an overall better livelihood, because that's what's been done here?
It was a difficult project to manage from overseas. Like a construction project of that size was a little bit of a challenge, but we have some excellent people, representatives in South Africa that managed the whole process. And as complex as it was, it went very smoothly. We finished on time and on budget. So we are very, very happy with the progress that we made over there.
And now tell us a little bit about the orphanage itself, the children that are there, are there certain age groups, and really just the facilities that you were able to build for them within this orphanage.
There's 120 kids living in the orphanage right now, and Mama Rosie, who is the originator of that orphanage, has been running it for, quite a number of years, but they don't have the resources. They've never, had access to the resources that they needed. But despite that, they've done such an incredible job looking after those kids and giving them a loving, nurturing environment to grow up in. And, we came in and we remediated all of the problems that they were facing in the building and the physical structure that are housing the kids. But we also wanted to use the opportunity and our platform to bring attention to this so that we can build some support. I truly think Mama Rosie is a hero. She's somebody that should be celebrated. And I'd love to build awareness so that she can get some more support, so that it's not an ongoing struggle for them over there. I'm sure that they challenge from day to day enough, but they shouldn't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from or how they're going to pay for utilities or if they're going to be able to pay their staff.
And so with that, the call to action, the making sure that you are able to create a sustainable spot for Mama Rosie there and the children that are there at the orphanage, where would you say where would you direct people to donate whatever it is that they can to ensure its sustainability?
They can go to the Bephumele Children's Home. There's a donate, their website. There's a donate link over there, or they can go to beastphilanthropy.org. We have a campaign for the orphanage. Anything they donate, we will move 100% over there. But also I'd like to, encourage South African people and particularly the corporations over there to step up and look what you have in your backyard over there. The whole world is now celebrating Mama Rosie as a hero for the work that she has done. And I'd like South Africa, the general population, to be more aware of people like her who sacrifice so much, ask for nothing in return, but an opportunity to be able to provide for these kids. And that is what we want to do. We have, and we're very grateful to Checkers at 6060 and RCL Foods. They have stepped up and they're helping us along the way. But I don't want the end of this project to be the end of the support. We want to be there to support Mama Rosie for years and years to come. But I'd call for other people to help us provide for them over there as well.
Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and really we wish you well. We do know that Beast Philanthropy is involved in many initiatives across the world, and we are fortunate as South Africa to be a beneficiary of that orphanage, and I'm sure Mama Rosie and others are very grateful for your work. Thank you very much for joining us. That is Darren Maragolius, who is the Chief Director at Beast Philanthropy, speaking about the orphanage there that they've been able to provide for over 100 children to at least have a decent livelihood without a family.